There's been some backlash about Me Too and some anxiety, as you might imagine.
Many male managers and owners are feeling a little bit more tentative when working with and managing their female workers.
A large percentage of male managers were concerned about working with women one-on-one in the workplace. They were concerned about mentoring women. They were saying they were afraid to have meetings with women, to travel with women, and so on. It indicates that there are anxieties and fears that we need to address. And in the case of men being worried about false accusations of sexual harassment, that may not be based in reality. The FBI, for example, has produced research that shows that only 2% of sexual assault claims turn out to be false. And that's actually no higher than any other type of crime. So men may be panicking over something that really isn't supported by the data that we have. And in fact, organizations where women are mentored and treated well and able to be promoted to positions of authority actually tend to outperform those where they don't.
I think all guys know how to behave. When you're with a female worker, you talk about business. You keep things professional. There's a clear line about what your behavior should be. And in fact, the behavior that you have around female workers really shouldn't be any different than the behavior that you have around male workers. And I say this to my fellow guys that are running businesses or managing people. Wake up. It's 2020. You know how to behave. This should be no different than when you're going out with a workmate as well, regardless of age. If you're avoiding working with a potential female colleague just because she's female, and just because you're concerned about how your behavior might be, you not only hurt yourself, but you're hurting your organization as well.
Even worse than that, they may be venturing into the area of unlawful activity, because if you're refusing to have meetings, for example, with women because they are women, that's getting into violations of the law. You have to treat employees equally, no matter what their gender or their race or their sex is. The backlash doesn't mean that the goals of Me Too are wrong. It just means that we're dealing with some very entrenched social and cultural attitudes that it's going to take some time to unpack. Only 6 states actually have mandatory sexual harassment training protocols for companies and organizations. Really, we have not gone far enough, and we're just beginning to untangle some of the legal structures that have made it very difficult for people to report sexual harassment, things like non-disclosure agreements or forced arbitration. It's going to take some time to get a new legal framework. If women make progress on Me Too, it's going to make the workplace feel like a safer and more respectful and productive environment for everybody.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.